Good day guys, coming here, welcome back to the last challenge of the Gintama Cross Langrisser challenge. So on this last challenge, first thing I gotta apologize to you guys. There is too much RNG here involving, and if you want to do a rush tag, trying to clear the game between 8 to 12 turns, this is the best or better option using Odin, and these are the teammates I'll be using. So after the first 2 minutes and the first 2 rounds, you can start watching it at 1.5 times speed. And things to take note is that for Odin, I know mine is at level 70. Do not be dejected when you saw this. Odin at level 55 to 58 is fine. So the rest of the things depends on the team members that I have for this challenge. And of course, if my stats are higher than yours, feel free to take on the seafood sandwich that you have built from your floating city to increase your 5% stats. And with that, we easily have a great matchup. And one of the things I would like to say is to increase the stats for your archer, especially characters like SP Nam or Luna. In the case that you do not have SP Num, you might want to switch to Luna or other 12, though SP Num is the better choice. And there's definitely a lot of RNG going here because every enemy characters have 2 to 3 skills, and every time in the fight or battle there is a RNG of a percentage of rate that they will not be using the skills you might intend them to be using. So you got to take note. So we'll be going through the first 2 rounds. The main first 2 turns will be depending on summoning of Odin and allocating the positions of your team. So as you can see, the best positions here will be Arkaya, being one of MVP, will be on the left, and characters like SP Nam and Rosalia, they are all on the left, though we prefer that. Yeah, this is quite the more preferred positions so that they can run. The trick is that most of our characters need to run 7 to 8 blocks or steps to enjoy the benefits from Odin, which will deal extra damage. Your aim is to either try your best to one-shot the enemies, or especially flyer units, and the rest is to bring them down to at least 50% of their health so that you can easily adjust your Q. And moving forward, you'll be able to see that quite some clock has been, or clock of forgiveness has been used. Sorry for the double, but I do edit the video already, and this video is kind of long because of this intro. I'll be going with you guys for the first 2 turns, and last but not least, followed by the ending credits of what item builds I have for my characters. Again, everything is for your reference. This interesting play I have learned from the CN server is using this Farrakwe with 3C and only have unlocked her single path. So it's not fully unlocked. If fully unlocked, her offensive stat should be above 1006. So as you can see, mine is quite low here. Here we're trying to make use of Farrakwe to do her free own transformation act again, to try to move as far or as long as she can to help deal damage and to increase the Odin charge, be it his Odin counters or his skills counters. So these are things we got to take note, and we got to adjust and allocate how long or how far away the enemy are from you so you can gauge the distance. So for Nam, definitely need to move 8 steps, 7 to 8 steps, so you can do a one shot at Mashu. So the aim is to be, when going to battle, the damage attack should be around 1380 to 1004. That should be enough to kill Mashu, and later on the spawning of Luna So you got to adjust your movement freely. So a few RNGs is that enemies, it's hard to gauge the skills that they will be using. Then second is the spawning of the roof from Akaya. Sometimes the positions might be in such an awkward positions that it is easy or reachable for the enemies to kill. In this case, you might need to reallocate using Clock of Forgiveness to reallocate Akaya's positions, or if not, it's okay to sacrifice the roof and just let Elwin to rebuff everyone with his talent or with his 3C. Things to take note is that you might need, for the first 2 turns, you might need, aside from the position adjust by Odin for your teammates, and second is the first 2 turns you need to make sure Elwin's 3C actually prompt or clock again, so that you can prepare for other turns to come. So the main thing right now is you need Elwin's to use his 3C to finish off the enemy's Elwin, and if you do not, make sure it clocks so you can use it for upcoming spawning of other enemies next. And then at turn 6, which is supposedly the harder of the stage, is that enemy will spawn the boss character, which is our collab heroes Gintoki from the Gintama series. So he's more dangerous. Before he did any transformation with talent or whatsoever, the first thing you want to do is to finish him off with all the resources you have. Then just leaving characters like Bottomix or Latin, it's not a big issue because they have slow movement. Though best is leaving Bottomix at last. So because Bottomix do not have 3C skills that will suck your allies over, this gives you much more freedom of movement to move around and to evade enemies' attack. If you do not have enough time, feel free to retreat a bit like what I did. So this video, the intention initially is to be a code rush to be end at 8 turns, but because of some retreat of movement I made and some mistake I made, it took longer than that. So yeah, so apparently, as you can see, there's a lot of RNG here. So Luna apparently caught my little roofie and I moved to the wrong positions, but nonetheless, the main important thing is your main team. So not only that, you get to control 2 characters. You get to control both Jessica, and also later on you'll be summoning Almeida. So because of this extra characters you need to control, I kind of always mess up to forget either cast the skills of Jessica or just let Almeida to walk to her death. So these are the things you got to take note, and I guess that's enough said. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video will still help despite of a lot of the hiccups. And I gotta say, this time around is very great that Zilong is good for everyone. The first 4 challenge 1 to 4 are very easy, so there is no doubt for it to explain. As you can see, you can easily fight or code rush your way through the stage. Only challenge 5 is the hardest. I guess they want to make up for the missing 5-part story from this collaboration event. So alright, this is Kami. See you guys, and hope this video helped, and remember to like and subscribe. See you.
あなたのために尽くす。我が一族の名のもとに正々堂々と決闘だ。なになに？全力でいけ。できるしか。 してみるかい？試してみるかい？
いいですね。思考、そして行くわよ。
正々堂々と決闘だ。
いいですね。
正々堂々と決闘だ。武器を引き渡して投降しろ。正々堂々と決闘だ。
何
試してみるかい？そうだね。遊んでほしいなら遊んでやるよ。試してみるかい？全力でいけ。遅い。はいよ。全力でいけ。はい。はいよ。行くわよ。
かわいそうな人。
計画通りだ。
行くわよ。いいですね。かわいそうな人。
試してみるかい？ 全力でいけ。
何何？わかりました。何何？
正々堂々と決闘だ。
何何？甘く見ないですか。行くわよ。
絶望せよ。
全力でいけ。
いいですね。きっとできるしか。私と共に壊れてください。何何？
試してみるかい？試してみるかい？
計画通り。
何何？
全力。
カイロウさん、応援してあげるしか。
そうだね。遊んでほしいなら遊んでやるよ。試してみるかい？
行くわよ。カイロウさん。
はいよ。遅い。はいよ。
何何？
あなたのために尽くす。 我が一族の名のもとにあなたのために尽くす。我が一族の名のもとに正々堂々と決闘だ。
行くわよ。なになに？甘く見ないですか。はい。できるしか。できるしか。できるしか。甘く見ないでしか。いいですね。かわいそうな。暗黒を出しなさい。暗黒を出しなさい。
全力でいけ。正々堂々と決闘だ。正々堂々と決闘だ。きっとできるしか。してあげるしか。いいですね。わかりました。 試してみるかい。全力でいけ。正々堂々と決闘だ。全力でいけ。できるしか。できるしか。
魔女の寵愛は普通の人には